Hello tribe, warm welcome back. YAJE here, and today we are going to talk about garden bed sizes, like raised garden bed sizes, what the best size should be, the optimum size for a raised garden bed if you are doing backyard gardening, small space gardening, or even if you have like an allotment and you have a raised garden bed, what should you shoot for? This information is important because the size of your garden bed is going to contribute to your gardening experience, whether it is fun or whether it is not, and it's also going to contribute to the health of your crops. We are going to talk about what the width should be, like the width, and then also the length and how high it should be, like the depth of the garden bed. And I'm also going to talk about the space between your beds. It matters a lot. So you see that bed along the fence? You can have a bed along the fence like that, or you can have one along a wall, okay? So when you have this type of bed, you want to be able to access the end of that bed. So you don't want it too wide. You want to be able to reach that bed from, you see my hand? I want to be able to reach the end like that without stepping on the bed itself. So you want to keep the size between 2 to 3 feet. So this is my ruler. This is my ruler. This is 1 foot. Okay. So between two, that's 1, and then 2. This is about 2.5 feet or so. So my hand can comfortably reach the end of that bed. So that is the width that you want if you have a bed that is along the fence. I'm going to show you one that is wider than that 2 to 3 feet and that I have along the fence. See this other bed along the fence? This is an older bed that I made several years ago, and it is super wide. This one is 4 feet wide, and it is extremely difficult for me to access the end of that bed without actually stepping on the bed. You'll see I've been stepping on the bed to get to over here, which is why I cannot plant something like, you know, maybe spinach. Well, I don't grow spinach. Something like the jama, something like that, I can't plant here because it will require that I step on the bed. Here is not such a problem because, you know, I can step on it. I can step on it like that. I don't have crops growing all over. But try not to make your bed 4 feet wide if you have it along a fence. Okay, so 2 to 3 feet is okay. What you could also do if you buy that raised bed is make sure you move the bed a little over here. You know, if I bought that raised garden bed that is standard size, I could move it about 2 feet away from the fence so that I can easily walk around the fence. Just something to think about. Okay, so we are back over here. So this one is a stand-alone bed. It is not leaning against a fence or a wall or anything like that. So what we're looking for here in terms of the width, the distance from here to over there, 4 feet. 4 feet is the best size. It's the optimal size. That way I can access any part of the bed, you know, without needing to step on the bed and compact the soil. Because when you have to step on the bed and compact the soil, it can affect the health of the plants. The plants don't do as well. So the width, that is the distance from here to here across, should be 4 feet. For how deep you want your bed, at least 6 inches. This one is 7. The cinder blocks is 7 inches. This will give your plants enough room to grow, like the roots, enough room. So 6 inches is a good depth to shoot for. See this wood here? This one with the wood, this is up to 9 to 10 inches or so. See? So we want at least 6 inches of depth if you are, you know, building something with wood or cinder blocks. As far as the depth to fill your soil, you can go up to 1 foot if you want, you know, you can go up to 1 foot. That is the length of this ruler, but that means that you're going to be adding a lot of soil, and you know that buying potting mix or raised bed garden mix type of soil can be expensive. So 6 inches, sorry, is fine. Now, as far as the length, it's up to you. You can go as long as you want. You know, the length really does not matter, but most lengths of the bed is like 8 feet. You know, the distance from here to over there is usually about 8 feet. So your standard bed 4 by 8 is a very, very good size. A good size to have, 4 by 8, if you're building your beds 4 by 8. I like that size because, you know, I tend to think of gardening in terms of, you know, let me deal with this one bed and then I deal with that one bed, or I'm planting something on one bed and something on the other. So 4 by 8 is a good size to shoot for. What I have over here, this is, you know, I bought this many years ago. This is like 4 by 2, and then I put them together like this. So you can see that this bed is very long. See, it's very long, but it's not a problem. So the length is up to you, depends on how much space you have and just, you know, what your preference is. And the last thing I'd like to talk about is this distance between your bed. This distance between 2 beds is very important, that you make it to be wide enough for easy access. See, I can easily move things around, move myself around. So what we're looking for, 2 feet between the beds, about 2 feet is fine, okay? So that's the distance you're looking for. You want to give the 2 feet between your bed for easy access.